Hey, what's up, fellas? People, I should say. This is my Dodge Journey 2010. Been sitting for a minute. Got it started up after some problems. And then after it got started up, drove it around for a little bit. And then the plugs went. Uh, Two of the plugs went on this thing. I don't know how much plugs it has, but two of the plugs went on there. So, you know where the battery is placed, right here, underneath the wheel, right up underneath there. I don't know if you can see the wires or the battery, but right there up underneath the wheel, you gotta basically take the wheel off to get the battery. And, horn problem, the alarm keep going off on this truck. So two of the plugs went. There's a plug some way down here that went. There is another plug that is right here. This one didn't go. The one that went is this plug here. That plug right there went, and it was gushing liquid. No matter what I poured in it, it was gushing liquid. I got another plug, I'm going to replace it. But in order for me to get to this, as you can see, I have to take the whole engine, almost the whole engine apart to get this one stupid plug. This car will be traded in as soon as I put it back together. Yeah. Dodge Journey. Never again would I do another fucking Dodge. So, let me tell you a little bit how did I get to this. So, the top here on this side had to come off. Then this piece here, which is right here, had to come off. And then, once you open that, and you get this top off here, there's some bolts here that you have to take off. That you have to take off to get this piece off. Then I went ahead, I don't know if I had to or not, but I went ahead and took this piece off. It just comes off, you just take those bolts off and the whole thing lifts up. The whole thing lifts up and you can take that right off. Then there's a little part here that you have to take off. The bad part about this is you have to take off the timing belt. So you open everything from the wheel standpoint. And get everything off. You have to take everything off. The pulleys, everything off to get to like you're doing the water pump. And you get all that off. You take the whole thing off like you're doing the water pump. And then while you do that, the little piece right here that the timing belt pulley sits on comes through this little part right here. There is 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts. So you have to take the whole piece off. It's very easy to come off. To take that off, once you take that off and you take this back piece off here, which is just a little cover for 3 bolts, which is just a little cover, you can just easy well, and yeah, you have to take off the manifold. See that? Yeah, you have to take that off too to get to this. Just to get to that stupid little plug. So I went ahead and changed the gasket and everything. But this took me probably, I want to say a day. I looked it up online. And this is basically anywhere from about $1,500 to $2,500 to do this job. Anywhere from $1,500 to $2,500 to do this stupid job. This truck doesn't even have 130,000 miles. I think it's 120,000 miles on it. 2010. Very nicely taken care of, and you know, been sitting for a while. And then I started up, ran it about 3 months, and then it started having all these problems. Again, Dodge Journey 2010. Just to get that one plug, I had to take off everything. Had to take off the alternator, had to take out the line for the power steering. This was a job I didn't want to do. Believe me, I should have listened to my wife when she said, fuck the truck, trade the shit in, and get something else. We should have went with our first decision, which was something in Honda. Anyway, the truck is nice inside. It's just a problem with this engine that every 5 minutes there's a problem with this engine. Just every 5 minutes there's a problem with this engine. Something is going wrong. So now I'm doing the daunting task of changing this plug, changing the gasket, and putting this whole truck back together again. I'll let you know how it goes. Either which way or another, this truck is gone. I actually went to the junkyard the other day to get something for a car that I was working on, and there was 6 of these cars in there. 6 of these cars in there, and I was looking through them, and took out the spark plugs out of all of them, and they all had leaks. All had leaks. I mean, these things here, I don't know if you can see the water that's still in it, but it was halfway filled with water. All of them, you can see where the cleanup part is, halfway filled with water. So the leak was very bad in here. You can still see the water. I need to siphon that out with my shop vac. But yeah, this Honda Odyssey, not Odyssey, I'm looking at my car. Dodge Journey is a piece of crap. A fucking piece of crap. I will never buy anything by Dodge again. I don't know about, the off-brand or whatever, but this is my first Dodge. And talking to other people that own this car, after about 100,000 miles is where they start seeing a lot of these issues. Really, a lot of these issues. I had a truck, a Chevy, and it ran for 220,000 miles before I got rid of it. No big engine problems. I did regular tune-ups on it. I did a whole bunch of different stuff on it. I kept it maintained. Didn't have this much problem. In a short period of time that I had this. So again, I am going to put everything back. As you can see, this car, all of that right there, goes to this thing here, everything. So it's going to take me a little while to get it back, probably most of the day, hopefully. If not, it's going to take me 2 or 3 days. But I'm going to sit down today and make sure this gets put back as much as possible. I'll keep y'all updated.